So in this video, I want to talk about the benefits of getting lean and how it changes your life. Because I used to be fat. I used to be 115 kilos. I now weigh 83 and a half. I'm about 15% body fat. I'm cutting down to 10%. But I'm going to tell you guys the benefits of getting lean, alright? So the first one is confidence, okay? It's really gonna boost your confidence in all areas of your life. I always thought I was just this unconfident person and I just wasn't naturally confident, but the truth is when I got lean, that changed. I became a confident person. People come up to me, they say, "How are you so confident?" And I'm like, "What? I don't know what you're talking about." It's just a natural thing. When you like your body, when you work on yourself, you become confident. It just naturally happens. And before, I would always see myself as a shy person, would always shy away a little bit. And that's just completely changed, just naturally. So the first benefit of getting lean is confidence. You just walk differently, you talk differently. So that's pretty cool. The second one, of course, energy and health. Now, funny story, when I done my transformation, it was during a time when I got injured from football. So I wasn't playing football. I could still go to the gym, I could still walk, and but I couldn't play football, I couldn't play sport. And then once I got the weight off, my injury healed and I got back into football and I was a different person. My energy was through the roof. I was so fast. Before I was always slow and sluggish, but I became one of the fastest people. And as well, I would wake up in the morning, I'd always have this energy, this drive. I had a bit more pep in my step. So another benefit of getting lean is your energy is just different. You just move with way more energy. And that's really going to help you in life, not just with sport and exercise, but also with your business, with your work. So the second benefit is energy and health. And of course, yeah, you're more healthy. You look better in everything because you're not covered in fat, all right? Okay, what we got here? By the way, I'm just looking at my notes, all right? Benefit number 3 is discipline. Discipline. So when you lose fat, you develop a sense of discipline because you've done the right things to get the weight off. You've hit your fast in the morning, you're tracking your calories, and all of a sudden you're now developing a lifestyle which involves exercise, eating healthy, saying no to certain things, tracking your calories, and all this makes you a more disciplined person. This is another thing, I didn't realize it at the time while I was doing it, but after my transformation was done, I was like, I'm actually a pretty disciplined person now. I've got discipline, and it felt nice. It actually felt really nice to have discipline. It's better than just eating whatever you want or, drinking or doing bullshit. Having discipline feels better than all of that stuff because all that stuff is just short-term dopamine. But discipline gives you what you really want, the nice body, putting in the work, doing the good shit that actually feels good and that you actually want, not just what your brain and dopamine is telling you to want in the moment. So discipline, and that discipline you get from losing the weight will bleed into every single area of your life. Every area, so it won't just be your fitness, it will then go to your business, your work, your spirituality, your family life, it spreads to everything. You become a well-rounded person. Benefit number 4, respect and attraction. When you get lean, of course you become more attractive. The jawline starts to pop more. Your natural beauty comes out more. You look better in clothes. You feel more confident, so you come across as more attractive as well, and people respect you more because they can see the discipline. Your body it basically shows how much you respect yourself. If you're healthy and you take care of yourself, you respect yourself, and then people respect you. They always say if you want respect, the first thing to do is respect yourself, and then other people will respect you. And of course, you look better in clothes, you look more attractive, so you're going to be way more attractive as well. I always thought I never thought I was ugly, but I didn't think I was the best looking person in the world. And then once I got lean, I started to feel myself a little bit. I was like, not to come across as vain, but I just want to tell you guys the benefits of getting lean, and this was one of them. I started to feel myself a bit more. I started to come out of my shell and become more confident. So that's a big one. Respect and attraction. Number 5 is freedom. So once you know what it takes to stay in shape and be in shape, you then have that sense of freedom in your life. Like, no matter what happens, I always know how to take care of my body. I always have that freedom of, no matter what happens to me or what situation I'm in life, I always have my fitness. It gives you a sense of freedom, you know, and you can enjoy food without guilt because you know what to do. You've got them structures in place. So I hit my fast in the morning, and then I have a nice, delicious lunch, healthy but delicious, and I track it all out so I know how many calories are in it, so I can enjoy that meal and it just tastes lovely. Not wondering whether, is this gonna make me fat or not? No, because I know I'm gonna enjoy that meal and I'm gonna stay in shape. So it's a lovely freedom that comes with it. Okay. This last one is a bonus, okay? And this is a very personal one for me. So you sort of develop like a sense of spirituality. Well, this was with me anyway, okay? You might already have that if you're fat, but with me, as I got leaner, I became closer to God. I became closer to the universe, more spiritual, whatever you want to call it, whatever that is for you. I developed that sense of connection. And I think it's because I had to develop a new identity. I was no longer this person that was drinking, smoking, eating bullshit, chasing cheap dopamine. I had to change the person I was. I started fasting. I started eating healthy. I started walking. I started being disciplined. I started saying no to things. I started being in areas where I was going to do bullshit, like pubs and all that bullshit. And then as a result of not having that, there was this gap in my life, which then was filled with spirituality. I became closer to God. I would meditate, I would pray, and I just had this connection, and it was nice. It is nice. It's hard to explain. It's hard to explain, but hopefully you can understand. So yeah, I became a new person because I stopped doing all the bullshit, all the bad stuff. I'm not saying I'm perfect, but I became a better person. So yeah, that is the last benefit, a bit of a bonus one. It's a spiritual journey. The journey of transformation can be spiritual, and I think it's good to lean into that as well when you're doing your transformation. Anyway, if you want me to coach you to go through your transformation, just DM me on Instagram, coach, and my Instagram is @NicholasSofiano, or you can leave a comment in this video below and I'll reach out to you, and I'm going to put you on my 12-week transformation, which is what I done to go from 115 kilos to now I'm at 83.5. My clients as well have gone through the transformations. Like my most recent client, he went from 106 kilos down to 85, completely changed his life. He was big and fat, and now he's lean, he's got the jawline, he's got the muscles. So I'll get you eating right, I'll get you training properly. Just DM me, coach.